What would it take to get you to go back to the way you used to do it?
To non-blended fuel,
Yeah,
to
what would it take you to- yeah, this is nice.
to a marketer?
Yeah, what would it
Back?
take you to go back?
Oh, there's no way. Absolutely no way would I ever go back to a ConocoPhillips or anybody like that. No way. I fought that for 20 years. I was tied to a contract that I could not get out of. And I can't tell you how many times I opened that contract in my desk and read that damn thing and wondered how could I get out of this.
We're the first retailer in the United States to offer E15, and that was in July of 2012. We've been in the retail business for the last 30 years, and we've been in the petroleum and the transportation energy business for about 47 years now. I'm a second-generation marketer. The picture on my wall is from the summer of 1969, standing on top of a tank wagon with my father. I've been doing it for a long time, and so watching the evolution, it's interesting to see what we can do and what our opportunities are out there today.
We started in 1934, basically petroleum, and then in 1998 I moved to Fargo, and we had probably about 3 convenience stores. We did about $10 million in sales, and 3 years later we got involved more into the ethanols and more into the convenience stores. Today we're about $180 million in revenues.
I own and run Good and Quick Tire and Auto Service, and Good and Quick Company, I guess you'd call it. It's several different little companies into one. And I'm an ASE certified mechanic, and I've been in the business for 35 years.
What we've been through in the last 40 plus years really drove me to look for an alternative and look for something that we can do different. And with that, alternative energy, ethanol, and biodiesel fuel, I felt were a key to our company.
When I decided to do the flex fuels, I was looking to upgrade my gas installation regardless. And I bid my gas installation at 150 some thousand or 140 some thousand. And then my installer said to me, maybe you should look at the flex fuels and a blender pump. And I said, I can't afford to do that. And he said, well, there's help out there for you. And he says, blender pumps are going to be the thing of the future. He says, you need to be taking a look at this. And so I said, well, what's it entail? And he told me some things, and I said, well, let's rebid it then.
The reason that we offer premium E10, E15, E30, and E85 at a blender pump is to give consumers choice.
My name doesn't necessarily drive people to me, so I want my product to. And the flex fuel is my product to drive people to me.
It's definitely a competitive advantage because the guy across the street doesn't have it. If you come into our stores, we don't just sell Coca-Cola, we also sell Pepsi. We don't just sell Hershey bars, we also sell all different types of candy bars, and so why not give the consumers choice for what they want? And there's a whole market out there of flex fuel vehicles and E15 compatible cars, 2001 and newer, that can only buy at my station.
I think you got to go about 5 counties around to get what I have to offer as far as the fuel brands go.
Being able to put E15, E85 in a retail location is a slam dunk. And that's because we've spent the last 7 years going through what has been the difficult part. We know exactly what needs to be done. There's a checklist for it. Very simple, very easy. And so all you have to decide is, do I want to have another product? Do I want to have something that's going to gain market share for me? And do I want to have something that's different?
Every car that's being built now can use it. And there's going to be more and more and more cars on the road.
And we found that a majority of the dispensers, lines, and tanks in the United States are E15 compatible. One of the 2 manufacturers of fuel dispensers sent me a letter just 6 months ago explaining that every dispenser that they've ever manufactured is compatible for E15.
A year and a half almost into this, and I have not had one single complaint, not one single claim. There's absolutely no downside in my book.
Well, there's always people, oil companies, petroleum marketers, that are trying to scare you and tell you that you're going to get in trouble if you put ethanol in.
It's like walking into a theater and hauling fire. Well, we don't have an issue. There is no issue with higher blends of ethanol, E15 and above. We've never had a problem at all with a customer complaint or a customer issue.
You don't have to take my word for it, because my gallons wouldn't be up if it wasn't for the people buying it.
Tens of millions of gallons and tens of thousands of customers, and we have not had one substantiated claim.
Yeah, I've been working with ethanol for 30 years, so I'm not afraid of whether it's a good quality product. I know it's a great quality product, and I know that it helps lessen our dependence on foreign oil. So that's good for me.
Oh, it's definitely worked for me. You know, my gallons are up. They were up dramatically the first year, and I'm in a couple months into my second year since I've had it, and I'm continuing to raise by 3 or 4 to 5% a month.
Just this last year, when I look at our E15 sales and our mid-grade blends, they went from 258,000 to, I believe, 670,000 gallons in 1 year, so that's up like 260%. So it's just growing our market and growing our customer base because the other guy across the street doesn't sell it.
I felt I could increase my revenue, I could increase my dollars, and I could increase my customer base by adding flex fuels, and I've done all of that. But the main thing is when more people come through my door, they've come through my door to buy flex fuels and everything else, they buy all the other stuff in my store too.
I think definitely do it. There's no reason not to add E15, and there's lots of reasons to add E15. And consumers like to have choice, so I think you'll have people that will actually come in and say they appreciate that you added E15 and E30 and E85.
Oh, I feel real good. I'm very, very proud of the store that I have and the staff that I have and the business that I have, and I've worked very hard to do this. I love this business. It's the only thing I know in my life, and I spend too many hours at it if you ask my wife. I think I'm good at it. I enjoy what I do, and I do it with a passion, and I do it with one thing: to be the best, period.